Hello everyone, this is going to be a reading for the full moon in Libra, which is tomorrow night. So Libra is the sign of friendship, relationship. It's a sign, it's the scales, it's symbolic of balance. So you're going to see a lot of things being balanced out in regards to your relationships, your friendships, even your relationship with yourself. Maybe where you have been neglecting certain areas of your self care, whether that be physical, emotional, mental. So you're going to see some kind of either something exiting. It is a full moon. We do see a lot of endings with full moons, but it could also just be an ending of like a certain mindset or an ending of something toxic, an ending of a cycle that wasn't good for you, wasn't your highest timeline. And since you've been pouring into yourself, you're now seeing, some fruits of your labor probably. So you're probably seeing like the benefits of self care coming into fruition and it's motivating you. So what also is happening too is that it's Venus is going direct into Pisces as well. I think like tomorrow morning. So what happens with that is we focus a lot. It's been in retrograde, so we're going to be kind of thrown into the emotional world a little more. You might have been crying a lot recently. I know. I have. A lot of people have. Just been the energy's been really kind of crazy. You might feel the urge to listen to some music. You might feel just kind of like you want to kind of lock yourself away and just like be in your head and dream, dreamland. That's very Piscean energy. Combining the two, movements in the sky is, emotions being brought to the forefront in regards to relationships. So that's what you can expect. So our reading today starts with the Ten of Swords and the Hangman. So I see some heavy betrayal, and this could have been like your family. I'm thinking like family, someone you knew when you were young, maybe a group of people, um, you know, just, stabbing you in the back in some way. You could have felt just so betrayed by this. I'm just feeling so heavy, like the sadness, the pain, energy. You see this guy just like dead on the ground with 10 swords in his back and just defeated. So this could have put you in a place where you isolated yourself to just like think, to like work on yourself. You may have like pulled yourself away from whatever situation this was. And I see that you just saw that like how unfair it was. And it was especially difficult because you were dealing with people that you like I said, you've known for a long time. I'm really seeing family, but for most like 80%. So you could have just been like, you could have just like bailed, like left the situation, just kind of like sneakily because you maybe like you didn't tell everyone you were leaving. You kind of just snuck out or something because you didn't want like a lot of conflict. But like you really wanted to cut out this like you may have been feeling trapped, or like you see this Eight of Swords, guys just bound, blindfolded, tied up, lots of swords in this reading. So you could have just been really in your head lately, or this could have been like a past situation I'm getting, but not for everybody. It could be current. So you could have just like realized that there's no way that this situation was going to turn in your favor, and unfortunately, we can't make everything work. Even with family, which kind of sucks. Like sometimes they cross the boundary too far, and I think a lot of people are realizing like, yeah, they say like blood is thicker than water, but sometimes if your own family's like betraying you so hard, like Ten of Swords level, like you have to just protect yourself, like, or you're gonna, willingly stay in a situation where you're being attacked. Like, why would you do that? So I see when you either, if this was a past situation, then currently you are on a route to a new passionate beginning and something that is going to make you a lot of money. Like we have Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. So that's like both something you're super passionate about and also something that you're going to make a ton of money on, feel super fulfilled with. I see another person in this card. Two dogs could be significant. They're white. I don't know if some... Sorry, I got a little distracted. If some listeners have white dogs, I see an older man here. So you could be very wise, or you could have just been working on, like, just like building wisdom. I get something about loyalty. Maybe you have very loyal friends, or you're going to have loyal friends coming in to support you. And then I just see you consistently working on like maintaining your passion for life. Like you realize that you might have like some depression here and there, or like anxiety, but you're really working to maintain like your lust for life. That's what I see with like the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands reversed. Excuse me. So I will write all the signs I'm seeing. I'm mostly seeing like Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn here. So yeah, and I was also able to pull out of the Ask Your Guides deck for the Oracle, the Limitation card. And in this card, you see like an angel just kind of like in fetal position, crying, maybe not crying, just kind of just melancholy, in the clouds, head in the clouds. That kind of might be you lately, or and they have butterfly wings, and butterflies represent transformation, change. So I think like, and it looks like they're in a cocoon. So I do see a lot of people right now changing and awakening. So this definitely could resonate with most of you. I see it's like you're finding your light inside of you. So the card I pulled is the Unfamiliar Arrogance, Humility, Availability card. For limitation, it says, seek guidance from those who have gone before you. The road you are navigating has been traveled by others who know the way better than you. So ask for advice. They can show you how to proceed because they are familiar with your challenges and can share their wisdom. Ask for direction rather than fumbling in the dark, trying to figure things out and losing your way. So this is really fitting for the Libra full moon, because Libra is all about like partnership and alliances. So it's really saying here is like, you're going to grow by asking for help, by being vulnerable. That's kind of like a big theme with this full moon, is like, you know, like being vulnerable can really be your benefit if you trust, you know. You can really hold yourself back from certain things by keeping yourself stuck in toxic patterns. So like, you know, I know Libras avoid conflict a lot, but you're going to realize that conflict is really necessary, you know, for protecting yourself and defending yourself, and you kind of have to reparent yourself so that you know, if you don't have a lot of support around you, reparent yourself so you can live the life that you have always wanted, you know. It says, the loving nature spirits remind you that we have all been beginners at one point, and it's essential to learn from those who know more than we do. There is no shame in not knowing what to do or how to do something when you find yourself in a brand new situation. The problem comes when we refuse to learn from those with years of experience due to stubbornness or pride. So I do see this a lot where people kind of think like, oh, I'm 30 or I'm 40 or I'm 50. So I know everything there is to know, and they don't listen to any advice. They don't do any research on anything. They don't read books. They don't expand their knowledge because their ego is so big that they think they know everything. And I'm not trying to like bag on anybody, but nobody ever will always know everything. It's like, it's like, it reminds me of that meme where it's like a guy sitting on a book saying, I don't need to read, I already know everything. And then this guy's like, I can't, the other guy next to him is climbing this like ladder of books, like, I can't learn enough. And it's like, he's completed like hundreds of books, and this other guy's like, well, I'm too good for no. It's like, if you're 30, you know, you're not old. Like, I don't think you're old if you're 40, if you're 50. It's like, you have so much life left. And I think a lot of people, they don't realize that they're giving up they're way too soon, go. Go back to college at 40, it's like you have so much life left to go.